Yo, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back to Pnoid News. Man, listen. All right, yo, look. All right, I'm gonna stand here and I'm gonna break some shit down to you because I think it's important. First things first, I ain't gonna bury the lead in this one. Right? Y'all need to go out and buy you some fucking space heaters. Okay, because I'll be honest with you, this winter's coming, all right? And the price of fuel oil and the price of natural gas, depending on what you heat your house with, if you're on electric, you should be all right. But if you're running fuel oil, if you're running motherfucking natural gas, if you're running propane, go buy some space heaters, all right? Because those prices are going to go through the fucking roof. And they're going through the roof right now, and it doesn't look like it's going to quit anytime this winter. Just putting that out there right now. Okay, and I'm going to explain the fuck is going on. Okay, so how did this start? This actually began around April, all right? Last year we wiped off a lot of demand, right? With the coronavirus and people not driving, things of this nature, right? But April this year, they had a problem in China's Guangdong mega region where they sat here and they had faulty claddings on fuel rods in a nuclear power plant, okay, which provided a bunch of power for Chinese manufacturing and whatever. So they started importing power from another province. But the problem is that power was based on hydroelectric. And that hydroelectric power was down in generation because of the fact that they had a drought and they had lower than expected water levels. So that power was also down. And a year before that, China stood here and said that, you know what, we're not going to stand here and import Australian coal. And so that had been fine up to that point. You know what I'm saying? It was something they could do and it was cool and they didn't really have a problem with it because they only really actually imported about 10% of all their power from there, of all their coal from there. And China is actually 90% coal sufficient on their own. But the thing is that they didn't have enough coal plants to be able to continue to push their manufacturing. And in doing so, now they're going around the world trying to find coal to be able to just dump into their fucking market to be able to build things back up. Basically, you know what I'm saying? They have depleted a lot of their back storage of their coal, you know what I'm saying? Man, listen, the back storage of coal, right? Anyway, like the coal stockpiles. Now, with that being said, Europe is now having a problem, not just finding coal, but also finding natural gas. And they have begun just screaming for natural gas. And they're competing with China for natural gas. And due to the fact that, again, the hydroelectric is down, the nuclear is down, and the coal is down, China's down to like 3 days and 2 days a week on some manufacturing plants, and regular citizens at this point, they're rationing energy. They're getting energy 2 days a week. That's what they have for electricity in a lot of places, right? And China's competing with Europe for this natural gas production. And so it's driving up the cost of natural gas around the world and oil as well, right? All energy is just running through the roof because basically China is screaming for it and they're paying whatever it takes to be able to get it. So that means Europe now has to pay whatever it takes to get it, which in turn means the United States has to pay whatever it takes to keep it. Because ultimately, our companies will stand here and do whatever they have to do. Our companies will stand here and try to ship it overseas if it becomes profitable to do so. Because at which a certain point it does. And it's not just profitability, it's more along the lines of demand, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's on a level where like container ships were like going for $3,000 across the whole ocean. Like last year before, now they're at $20,000 a container. It doesn't matter because people need these goods. So people are paying what the hell it costs. Very, very basic premise. Things are fucked up around the world. Whole supply chains are screwed up. Buy space heaters. All right? Legitimately, because like we have enough energy to be able to keep our grid rocking. We're good. You know what I'm saying? Short of like, I don't know, a massive EMP, something crazy happening to shut down our grids. We're good. And you'll be able to get electricity. No matter what happens, we will have electricity, and they can't shut you off in the wintertime. Legitimately, real shit, buy space heaters. You know what I mean? Like, if you're on natural gas or oil or whatever it is, buy some space heaters to make sure you're fucking warm this winter. If you got kids, whatever it is, just make sure you have some shit in the background to make sure you're good. That's the mentality. All right? I just want to let y'all know what's going on in China. All right? And, I'll be back with another video here in a little bit. All right? Peace. Later.